Doom 2 is just such a bigger, badder, better version of Doom.
A lot of people out there waiting for it, for sure. This is pretty much more popular than football.
Once you start playing, you're hooked.
We have a lot of people asking what to expect in Doom 2, when's it going to come out, where is it going to be, where can they buy the game.
We knew it was going to be a monster hit. When the people from GT Interactive Software sat us down and gave us a clue as to what kind of numbers Doom 2 was doing in pre-orders, we all hit the floor. We couldn't believe it. It's phenomenal.
A lot of the retailers are getting demand for Doom already, so they know that when Doom 2 comes out, they're going to be able to sell a lot of product.
I've always stated that Doom 2, when people ask me to describe it, I say it's bigger, badder, and better than Doom. The levels will be more expansive, more fine-tuned for multiplayer play. The level designer's expertise in designing levels will show through because they've learned a lot from the creation of Doom 1, or Doom, and their level of expertise will show through in Doom 2. The new weapons, although at this point we haven't settled in on exactly what those weapons will be, but there will be new weapons, new bad guys. Again, bigger, badder, and better than Doom.
The graphics are a lot better, and it's not too Nintendo-ish.
But it's great. The graphics are incredible.
I'm excited about every level now.
No, but after looking at numbers all day, this would probably be a healthy release of tension.
It's different every time you play.
This is fun. I want a copy of this to take home.
Welcome back to another episode of SMS Games Talk, and this is Classic Doom 2. And what you just saw was the Classic Doom 2 trailer, and that's the way I'm going to do these talks, games, SMS Games Talk about the games now. I'm gonna show the trailer off first because, it just gets you into the hype of what I'm talking about. And I know everybody knows Doom and all the rest of it, but I just like to show off the trailer. Anyway, so my experience from playing Classic Doom 2, I remember again from my childhood and coming into my nan's place and playing it on the computer, and it's so much more better than Classic Doom 1 because you've got the master levels. They've put the bonus levels of Wolfenstein. It may only be 2 bonus levels of Wolfenstein, and it's not even properly Wolfenstein. It's just a Wolfenstein skin, right? But it's still a good addition. And the master levels, everyone can say I'm a pussy little bitch, and I had to do the master levels on ultra violence plus difficulty, but using God mode because I couldn't do it normally. That's because, though, if you look at my classic Doom gameplay, at the end of it, I do go back to it with ultra violence plus difficulty with God mode, and I just do that. It's a little bit of fun after I've completed the game. So I'll complete the normal, campaign story of it, but then I'll come back to it and then do ultra violence plus difficulty with God mode. I'll do that, but the master levels were perfect for that because I just wanted to run through all the master levels, but also do that ultra violence and gold mode thing, right? I wanted to do that as well. So the master levels on Classic Doom 2 was perfect for doing that. And then, so just going through, and I love how it's, you've got Hell on Earth right now with Classic Doom 2. You don't have these multiple episodes. You've just got the one episode, Hell on Earth with Classic Doom 2, which is very good because that's got 31 plus missions in it, and it keeps you really sold and satisfied with the game a lot more because you're not having to finish this episode like you did in Classic Doom and have to go to the next one knee deep in the dead and like Inferno, or what's the other one? Thou Shall something fucking. I'm having a mind blank at the moment. That's right, Thy Flesh Consumed. It was good having those multiple episodes, but you're kind of thinking to yourself in Classic Doom, why didn't they just make that into just the one whole game? Why did you have to do multiple different episodes? They could have just put all those levels together, And look, I get that I should have, in Classic Doom, I should have, you know, said, well, this episode named that Knee Deep in the Dead. But the reason why I don't do that though is because I literally just play through the story campaign and just go, well, this is episode 1, episode 2, blah blah blah, of just the normal story campaign. And I'm going to do that for all my gameplay videos too. So, you know, but it was just a lot more funner and a lot more easier not having to go from one episode to the other. Like, you would just, it just perfectly blended into, you know, the next section of it. And you can tell that they did that when they have the writing come up and tell you, you know, what's going on in the current story at the moment, right? And in Classic Doom, that's when you'd have to go to the next episode. Well, in Classic Doom 2, there's go thwomp, and there's the next, here's the next mission, and you don't have to, you know, manually go out of it and shit and do it yourself. I know it's literally like nothing, and it's a small, like, real minor thing, but I just wanted to mention that because it is a bit of a pain in the ass. Like, just a tiny minor pain in the ass that Classic Doom did. But Classic Doom 2, you know, it was just so much better. And yes, you did have the addition of the super shotgun, and in the trailer, they say, oh, you got multiple weapons, or we got new weapons, or whatever it is they said, right? You guys just added the super shotgun. You added one weapon that is exactly the same from the normal shotty. The only difference is the super shotgun is actually a lot more better, especially at close range too. Of course, it's a shotgun, so close range, I get it. But the super shotgun though is way better than the normal shotty. You know, and that's like an iconic thing that's become of Doom now. Is just that nice classic super shotgun. If they did not add that in the Classic Doom 2, it's like, well, yeah, but Doom needs it. It's just one of those things where you say, it just needs it. The super shotgun is so iconic now that you see how it is with the newer Doom games and stuff, and it just, you just need it. You get the point. You just need it. You can't take it away from Doom. So yeah, I mean, I loved it, and I enjoyed all the levels of Classic Doom 2. It was longer, and I did get it because there's more missions, but it was good in the terms of, also in the terms of that you also had, like, you know, new demons as well. So where would I be if I didn't mention the new demons as well? So the Archvile is, oh god. The Archvile has, and the Arachnotrons and stuff, like, they're fun. The Archvile is, everybody hates him. Everybody fucking hates the Archvile. Because that little prick. You know, you literally mow down a whole bunch of fucking demons. You go around the corner and this fucking Archvile's just waiting there with his dick out to freaking say, nah, I'm gonna resurrect him. It's like you're trying to fight off this fucker, but yet you got the Archvile resurrecting all the rest of the freaking demons you just killed. It's like, it does add a level of fun, but sometimes it does get fucking pretty annoying too. So, and I will say this as well. Yes, I do the, even in the story campaign, I do the give everything cheat, where you have all the weapons and stuff. And the reason why I do that is because, think of it. At the start of Classic Doom, you've got nothing but the handgun, because that's all you're given. But what I don't understand is, in Classic Doom 2, at the start of Classic Doom 2, they still do the same thing where they just give you the shitty handgun. No, you should still have all your weapons left over from Classic Doom 1. You should still have all those weapons. It shouldn't be, oh yeah, he went back to fucking Earth, realised there was, you know, demons and shit in a portal to hell on Earth. He just chucked all his guns away, but somehow kept the handgun. Like, what is the point of that? Like, if you're thinking you're the doomed Marine or whatever, right? That I like to change the name and say, well, he was BJ Blazkowicz, right? Like the second or third in Classic Doom, and then in Classic Doom 2, he's now the doomed Marine. Not the Doom Marine, but the doomed Marine, because that's where he originally got his name from. You see what I'm doing here? I'm like using my imagination to kind of make this story into like what I think it is, and because like I can make sense of it if I can use my imagination to make sense of it, if that makes sense, like at all. But I know it sounds confusing, but think of it like this: it's confusing for me, so if I can think of a way where it's less confusing, but it's my own way of looking at it, then then I'll be less confused by it. I feel like I'm confusing everybody at this point, trying to explain it. It's a funny thing. But anyway, so he's the doomed Marine in Classic Doom 2. Yeah, so just sorry, I just can't stop thinking about that. Fucking ass wipe Archvile. He's a real pain in the fucking ass, I'll tell you. But yeah, it's a real fun game. But I just don't get it though. But that's why I had a mind blank there for a second. The weapons. Why the fuck would he chuck all his weapons away? Like, if you're the doomed Marine and you come back to Earth and you got like a nice little house or whatever the fuck you're living in, you're keeping all the guns. You're keeping all your guns. You're keeping all the ammo. Like, that's why I do that cheat. You know, because you wouldn't just toss your fucking guns and keep this piddly little fucking pea-shooting handgun, would you? No, you wouldn't. So that's why I do that cheat at the start of Classic Doom 2. Because, and even when I did multiple episodes, the different episodes in Classic Doom, and I did because you're not going to just chuck all the fucking guns away. I know people say, yeah, but that's how Doom's supposed to be played, right? Is you always have to start with a handgun. No, you don't just chuck all your guns away. It just makes no fucking sense to me. So that's why I always do that, the weapons cheat, because I go on the logics of, and I get it's a video game, you know, you don't really, there's not much logic to a video game like this, but anyway, because it's fiction. But you would not chuck your weapons away. That's why I'm always going to do the weapons cheat. Now, a little confession that I've got. I've played Final Doom, but I can't remember Final Doom. But two confessions actually. So Doom 3, the actual Doom 3, which I like to call the Nightmares, because it's not really Doom. It's a good horror game, standalone horror game by itself, with some little bit of Doom elements chucked into it. But it's called the Nightmares now, okay? Because it's like play on words, the nightmare, but it's because it's a nightmare game, right? Like, you know, all dark and horror-y. You know, it's got the horror shit, but it's like a nightmare game, but it's on Mars. So you just call it the Nightmares. You get it. Haha, play on words. Anyway, so you've got that. Now, this is my two confessions. I've never successfully finished Doom 3 or the Nightmares, right? I've never successfully finished that. I've played halfway through it and then got real fucking bored of it, trying to pretend it's Doom when it's not. And I've never ever played Classic Doom 3 64. That's what I'm calling it. I know it's called Doom 64, and the first game console I ever laid eyes on and ever played was the Nintendo 64, then the PS2, right? But despite the fact that Nintendo 64 is the first game console I ever played, I never played Doom 64. I never have. So this is going to be an experience for me. It's going to be quite interesting because I know with the new graphics and stuff. I don't know whether they used the 3D engine in that or not. I think they did. I'm not too sure. Because I know with Classic Doom and Classic Doom 2, they used like a 2D engine to make, but they did something where they made it look 3D. They're very smart and very creative for doing that. But so I don't know whether Classic Doom 364 is a 3D game or not, but it's still going to be very interesting though, because of the change up of graphics and things, you know. And I am hoping that they have the cheats option in that game, because oh god, starting with the little pea-shooting piece of shit fucking handgun, it just makes no sense. You wouldn't just chuck all your guns in a bin and keep this potato gun. But anyway, yeah, so Classic Doom 2, really fun game. And again, I recommend it. If anybody hasn't played it, you should. And that's why I show the gameplay trailer off at the start of these videos now, because I just reckon it helps the audience, you know, if they haven't played it, bang, there's the trailer. It's a really good game. Show off the trailer first. But anyway, as always, thank you for watching this episode of SMS Games Talk Classic Doom 2. And as always, if you're not videoing it, it ain't worth shit. Take care, guys.